Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be doing gameplay with the brand new GOAT, Danny Granger, another elite 6'9" shooting guard. 2K's dropped a lot of really good shooting guards in the GOAT Festival. Danny Granger is yet another one of those. He's also a little bit more attainable than a lot of the other shooting guards in the GOAT Festival, being only 20 pieces. Now, that's not attainable, but it's a little bit less than what some of these other guys have been costing anyway. And he is a 6'9", extremely elite shooting guard option. So definitely a card that I am excited to try out in this video. Before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if you all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into it. Let's see what this Danny Granger card is made of. Big shout out to my guy Mason for letting me use the account to record this video. Really appreciate that a lot. And 99 everything, every legend badge. We really don't even need to look at stats and badges. We know what they're going to look like on a GOAT card as a 6'9" shooting guard. That's pretty solid. That's good size for sure. Definitely competitive level size. And let's see what the animations are looking like overall, man. So you got obviously the every GOAT card animations, you know what I mean? Defox cross and Trey behind the back and Levine drag back and all that type of stuff. I'm sorry, what? Is he on real player percentage? What? I'm a little rattled, I'm gonna be totally honest. I haven't seen that one. Jump shot is not unbelievable. It's good. I'm not going to sit here and say it's like absolutely insane. There are definitely faster. In fact, most of the GOAT shooting guards have faster jumpers. Does this kill the card? No. But is it something that I immediately noticed? Yes, the jump shot is good. No, it is not quite as good as some of the other very best jump shots in the game. I think that's something that's worth keeping in mind. I think he's got his own upper or some other unique upper that slows down whatever shot he's got just a little bit. But that being said, you have perfect sigs on a 6'9" shooting guard who's definitely very, very versatile. Do I think this card's going to be great? Yes. Is he worth spending money for? Absolutely not. Is he worth grinding for? I would probably go for other players. At this point, you're kind of made your mind up regardless, so to be honest, you know what I mean? By the time y'all see this video on Thursday, I'm recording it Wednesday, you'll see it Thursday. Like, by that point, it's too late to grind for any of these players anyway, if you haven't already started. So at the end of the day, look, is he very good? Absolutely. I don't think he's that ridiculously insane, though, to be totally personally honest, just with this jump shot. That being said, stats, badges, sigs, and still a good jumper absolutely make him a great top-tier shooting guard option still. I don't want to sit here and say he's not great. I just think a guy like Beasley, Tim Thomas, Jonathan Bender, KD, all probably a little bit better. That being said, let's hop into a game. See what Danny Granger can do. All right, our opponent's a tier 1 player, if nothing else. I don't know if he's gonna be that insane. We'll see. His team isn't ridiculous, but tier 1 player, and I mean, team is okay. He's got Brooke Lopez, he's got Shea, he's got Kevin McHale, 100 overall Bull, and Paul George is invincible at the shooting guard position. So not a bad team, not an insane one. I just realized I did not turn off the meter, but I can at least fix the camera to how I want it, if nothing else. But unfortunately, we're stuck with the meter this game, so we're gonna have to see how that goes. That's wide open. That should be green meter or not. I don't care. I gotta green that one. You know what I mean? When you're that open, it doesn't matter meter or not, anything like that. When you get that good of a look, you gotta green it. Of course, I make the bad shot. Let's go. Contested shot over Paul George. He knocks it down. If that isn't my 2K25 experience, and I think y'all's as well, in a nutshell, then I don't know what is. Missing a wide open shot and then making the contested one. That's like story of this game this year. I feel like stop, pop, midi, fade, green bean, bull cannot quite get a contest on that. And honestly, this card's looking pretty good so far. Get back. Wow. Look, I don't love that bull card, that 100 overall, but I'm not gonna lie, he gets some crazy animations sometimes, and that is certainly one of them. First here, cross through all the way to the rim. Look, again, is his jumper quite as good as some of the other guys? No. Is he still really, really good at the shooting guard position? Absolutely. This card is still great. I'm just comparing him to like the other GOAT Festival and even GOAT Impact's shooting guards that are like the best of the best, and he's not quite as good in some areas, and I think that is worth keeping in mind. Now, he's still a hooper, and that's wide open, and that's green. Let's not sit here and act like the jumper isn't smooth, easy, and solidly fast still. It's just not quite as park jumpery as some of the other shots that cards have been getting as of late. That being said, okay, he's wide open. We're good, though, because we're through, and then that's a fluke stop. I didn't deserve that steal. I wasn't in position for it. I didn't like bump him or anything, but the game gave it to me regardless. And I was about to have another open three if PG hadn't fouled there. I do believe we were going to knock that one down as well. I'm liking what I'm seeing, man. I really am. This Danny Granger card is looking very solid. I obviously didn't mean to shoot that. That was a pump fake that it registered as a shot because of the illegal screen. But what? Where was the illegal screen there? I'm tripping, baby. I don't know. That didn't look like an illegal screen to me. And then I fouled him for no reason. At least it prevented a wide open 3 to Brook Lopez. Because low-key, if I hadn't fouled him there, I think I had played too far over with Embiid anyway to where Lopez was going to have a wide open 3. So honestly, out of all the outcomes that were possible there, I actually think that was a pretty good one. Contest as best you can. Unable to get, excuse me, not able to get quite as much of a contest as I'd like, but we still get the stop. And I try to turn the ball over. You know, I'm looking like a bot right now. I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of ugly. I'm not playing too great this game. 10 points, 1 rebound. I mean, stat line wise, it's pretty good, but I'm throwing some questionable passes and doing some questionable things these last couple possessions. Burst here. Okay, not quite how I wanted to burst initially, but you know what? It worked out. Got us downhill, beat PG off the dribble. Another easy dunk using that deflux cross to penetrate the paint. And hey, I love what I'm seeing, man. I really do. Contest. Okay, we're a little low. Greened it. Yeah. Dr. J was bumped off by that screen. He was too low for sure. And that is a bucket right there for Mr. Duro Kills. We still got ourselves a 12-7 lead. So let's not get ahead of ourselves yet. I don't think I'm in a freelance. Do I have a freelance? Nope. You know what? I don't have a freelance and it doesn't matter. We've succeeded decently so far without it. I don't care. I'm just gonna keep on trying to succeed with it, to be honest. Loki was about to go out of bounds there. Look for the Pro 2. Did I just get blessed? I was going to need to get blessed because that was never open at all. Look, I don't like adore this card, but I do recognize the value in him. I feel like he probably should have been able to get that rebound or at least that contest right there against Lopez, but I guess it is what it is. Coming off of this again, can't shoot that. He's off-balling me, so we're going to have to reset the offense. Anyway, if we can get him to touch this screen, we can get an open shot off of this. And of course he gets contested from the side. And that's a strong 2. Oof. Yeah, I wish this jumper was better. I like this card overall, but I'm not going to sit here and overly gas him. He's definitely good, but compared to a lot of the other players in the GO Festival, is he quite as good? Honestly, no, not quite. I would say out of all the options in this festival, this card is one of the worst ones that we've seen overall. So I'll probably do a tier list early next week after, or this weekend potentially, once they drop the last set of GO Festival cards, where I'll go over all the GO Festival cards at a tier list. I do think realistically this Granger card, like at best, is going to be like low B or high C. Again, he's not as bad as some of the other guys. He's still a very good card who absolutely is competitively viable and everything, but I think it's fair to criticize some of the things about him that aren't quite as elite as you'd probably like. So that being said, I'm unable to hit that too. Man, we just have not had a lot of success, and that's going to be uber contested. He jumped at me. I don't blame him for that last shot, but I just haven't had the success I was really hoping for in that first quarter, and I feel like he just didn't quite do it for me as well as I would have liked anyway. But it is what it is. Still a pretty decent first quarter. I think he's got what, 10 or 12 points or something like that. So it's not too bad. That's for sure. It's not spectacularly amazing, but it's not too bad either. We do have a 14-11 lead, so we'll take that. And let's see if we can have a couple more good possessions with Danny here in the second quarter before we call it a video. Burst here, downhill drive. We get dribble penetration. Maybe, oh, there you go. Got Clay stuck. That's all I needed right there. And that's a wide open 3. Jumper's nice and buttery there. Just off the catch and shoot. Does get it off. Doesn't get contested by Dr. J. Still an open shot. That's nice to see. Not bad. Not bad. And that's a steal too. Let's go. Push the floor here. Embiid is wide open. He's still wide open. I mean, he's been wide open for 14 seconds, and I just decided, I was like, I don't know. That shot didn't look too appetizing to me. I had him crabbed for so long there, but it is what it is. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Danny Granger. There you go. That's the play to end the gameplay on right there. 2 back-to-back threes to start the second quarter. 18 points, 1 rebound, 1 steal, 7 of 12, and 4 of 8 from 3. For the card who I don't absolutely love, I have to be completely honest, this card's solid. He's not bad at all. I probably wouldn't grind for him myself. He's not my favorite card I've ever used, but I definitely recognize that he is a very good card. So I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I will be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.